with the NBA season, watching the bubble, how would you have felt going into this bubble thing? Because I'm thinking about us. We're about to start the season. We're going to start this season starting tomorrow, Thursday. We're the first game. It's Patrick Mahomes, but it's Deshaun Watson. It's this Sunday. I go against Matt Ryan. It's going to be a pretty interesting first week of the NFL. But as you watch the NBA season going on right now, the playoffs and all that, how would you have received and done that whole process? You think guys would have liked to do that for however many 60 days or however long they're locked up?
Do you guys have to play in a bubble also?
Well, our situation is a little bit different. So for us, for the Seahawks at least, we actually get to go home every night, but we're getting tested every single day. And everybody, there's tier 1s, there's tier 2s, tier 3s. So the tier 1s are the players and the coaches and such. Tier 2s are the kind of the staff members that can be around the players. But the crazy part is that we're going home. And so what's really important is when guys go home, their family members have to protect the players and the team and their loved ones. So it's a very interesting process, but we're not having to be stuck in a hotel in Orlando sitting there somewhere. So, we're about to go on this long plane flight, which is going to be very interesting, and I don't even know if we can see anybody when we get to, we're going to Atlanta. That's where Sierra's from, for example. We're not going to be able to probably see anybody. So, it's an interesting process.
I was thinking
Shaq wouldn't do the bubble. He'd be out doing stuff. I know you. Yeah.
It has to be difficult for the guys. I was always the type that I needed something to rise me to that next level. So, for example, during playoff time, Jack's going to be there. I don't want Jack Nicholson pissed at me. Denzel and his wife's going to be there. I don't want them pissed at me. Adam Sandler's going to be there. My family's going to be there. All the little kids in LA is going to be there watching me.
Jeff Dye's going to be there.
Yes, he's going to be there. I needed that.
Bieber.
Yeah, Bieber will be there.
I needed that to keep me going. So now that the guys don't have that, you just have to, play off sheer talent and sheer emotion. It looks like a big AAU tournament. But
that's a good point. Yeah.
But all the guys have been safe, and some of the games have been pretty good. Damian Lillard put on the show right before the playoffs. Had like 5 or 6 spectacular games. The guy Jamal Murray just put on the show the last round when they were down 3-1. So the Lakers are down 0-1. The Bucks are down 0-3. So the games are pretty good. I think for the role players that can't really face the pressure of the crowd, they're like playing great because there's really no pressure for them. It's actually no pressure for any of these players. This is the first no pressure playoffs because, as you know, Russell, playoffs ain't about the player; it's about the atmosphere. Seattle has at home, but now they have to go to Green Bay, and if they lose the season over, that's the playoffs. Winning as somebody, the story. So, but the guys don't have that. So, all the guys are playing on the same court. They're eating in the same damn cafeteria. They're walking across the same grassy knoll. So, may the best team win.
When I saw Shaq play, one thing that stood out to me is you were so sweaty. When have you ever in a game had to change your jersey from sweating too much?
No, never.
Never, not once.
No, because the more you sweat means the more it means that you're working very hard.
I was a big pregame warm-up guy too. Like I like feeling the sweat, and just feeling like I've been putting the work in all day.
I pitched to Jeannie Buss. I said, when you guys hang up that Shaq statue, you should make it like a fountain. You should have it should be a fountain and a statue. How cool would that be?
Cool.
You don't like it?
No, that's terrible. Stop it.
That'd be great.
Stop it.
Speaking of the playoffs, Shaq, what was the craziest atmosphere you ever had to play in? I think about some of the atmospheres I had to play in. Going to Green Bay last year was freezing cold. I remember having to go to Minnesota. We won in Minnesota. It was negative like 20, and the wind chill felt like negative 35 degrees or something crazy. I literally tried to talk and my tongue would freeze as I'm speaking, calling the plays. So what's the craziest atmosphere you had to play in?
So Portland was crazy. The fans are crazy. Sacramento, it was always a bunch of cowbells. But the year we played Philly in the finals, the radio station paid this crappy band to find out where my room was at. They set up a stage out there and they played Rocky all night. Bang, 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 bang.
That's amazing.
All night. So luckily, I had them big headphones and I just threw on some little R&B, went to sleep. But when I woke up, they kept playing it. So now I'm pissed. So now, okay, all right, you think it's going to work? As soon as I get to the ring, the first play of the game, I'll elbow Dikembe Mutombo in his face, throw it down on him, and look at the crowd and let him know that Rocky will not work with me.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.